Hi Gemini, I am Husky Light. Thank you for stopping by. This is your reading and we are going from Monday the 7th of March through to Sunday the 13th of March. Now, just a couple of words before we start. Please check out your rising sign and your moon sign for a little bit more clarity. This isn't resonating with you. It is a general reading. It isn't for everybody. If you'd like a private reading, click up on the link in the corner. That'll take you through to my website. Loads of different readings and prices up there. I'd love to do one for you. And also down below are the on-demand extra psychic messages for March as well. Click on one of those. I think they're $3.99 or something, but whatever. If you want further clarity or extra messages for the month of March or for this week. Right, let's start off. I'm doing it a little bit differently this week. I'm doing a 4-card spread because of the eclipses and the new moon this week. There's a lot of emotions going around and I thought it might be better. So we're starting off with the 3 of Swords. These first 2 cards can relate to you or they're going to relate to somebody else in your life, I think. So in the what you need to know position is the 3 of Swords. For some of you, it could be a case of your emotions going up and down. You're feeling the effects of the eclipse and that, and your emotions are all over the place. One minute you're laughing, one minute you're crying, and you're not sure where you're up to in regards to emotions. For others of you, there could have been some sort of ending coming through this week, either the ending of a job, ending of a relationship, ending of a friendship. And this has caused some tears and some heartache, some pain going around for you. On the other hand, for some of you, you could actually be dealing with somebody who is going through some sort of pain or heartache. Somebody who is hurting. A family member, a friend, a co-worker, a partner. There's some sort of pain that they're having to deal with, which obviously will have an impact on you if it's somebody that you know. So this could be you or it could be somebody that you know around you, but it will have an effect on you. Next card we've got, so be aware, and it could just be up and down emotions that you're going through this week as the week goes on, as the strength of the eclipse and the strength of, you know, the new moon and everything coming around for you. What you need to embrace, okay, which is a blooming strange card to have to embrace. Again, it could, for those of you, it's not you, it's this person. Somebody around you feels stabbed in the back. Somebody around you feels cheated and upset, and their heart's aching. They've had some sort of unexpected, something unexpected happen to them, which they didn't see coming. Something that will crush them. That will crush them, which will make them feel upset. Some sort of disaster, some sort of emotional, I think it's an emotional, almost like a tower falling moment in their lives. So for some of you, this will be somebody else that you're dealing with this week that it's happened to. Unfortunately, for some of you, it could actually be you this week. Something could happen which is going to upset you, which is going to make you feel cheated and stabbed in the back. And most likely it's, you know, somebody else has done this to you, or you're feeling the victim because somebody else has done this to you and you don't feel it's fair. And it could come around quite unexpectedly, or maybe, no, I don't think you did see it coming. No, if this is you this week, this is something that I don't think you're particularly aware of, because I think it would happen quite quickly. It could be the cut off of a relationship or something like that, or suddenly you've been made redundant from your job. Suddenly you get fired from your job, and you feel stabbed in the back because of that, because it was very unfair, because for some reason you were unfairly dismissed or you were unfairly fired because it was actually something to do with somebody else, but somehow you've got caught in the crossfire of that. So that's stuff that you need to just, well, it's stuff that you need to embrace. It's stuff that you need to know may happen this week. Something that makes you feel powerless. Try not to go into the pity party if it's you. Try not to get into the victim status this week. Try as much as you can to stay out of that and rise above it as much as you possibly can, which will be very difficult, I know, but just try to do that. Try not to suffer too much if this is you. So for some of you, this situation is you. For some of you, it's somebody that you know, somebody that is around you. What you need to avoid this week is the Fool card. So what you need to avoid is taking a risk, excuse me, making any rash decisions, just suddenly up and leaving a job, up and leaving a relationship, suddenly getting into a big argument with somebody in the heat of the moment, doing things that could have major consequences on others this week, but you're not regarded, you know, you've got a total disregard for others this week. You don't care what goes on with them. You're taking this risk. This is what to avoid at all costs this week. Okay, don't act recklessly in any way, shape or form this week. Stay as balanced as you can. Even if it's you that's in this position, if you do anything recklessly, if you do anything foolishly, as the Fool card implies, if you take a risk or just do something very fast which could hurt others even further, that is going to be of even more detriment to you. So that has got to be avoided at all costs. Whatever challenges lie ahead for you this week, think about them. Don't do anything rash. If you feel like you have to make a decision, wait until after this week. Get this week out of the way before you make a decision to move forward and to do something. That's the, yeah, just don't do it this week. The way to move forward, and this makes perfect sense with this card as well, is the Page of Wands. So we're saying don't take any risks here, don't do anything rash, don't make any silly decisions this week in going forward, because for some of you, you might be getting some news through that is going to be pleasing, which is going to be good. It could be some unexpected news that's coming through for you. It could be, you know, somebody from the past is coming back, your boyfriend's coming back, you've been offered a new job or something. There's some unexpected news going to come in which is going to be really good for you, for some of you, which is going to please you. Now if you make a rash decision here with total disregard for everyone else because that's how you're feeling at that time, it's going to backfire. You've got to wait and get this week out of the way. Okay, so this has an influence on this to a certain extent for some of you. It could be really good news of another sense. It could be news of a birth, news of a pregnancy, news of like I say, a new job that's coming in, news of a loan that's come through for you, an engagement, birth, marriage, something that is good, because the Page of Wands usually brings positive messages through. If this is not news that is coming through for you, which would change the outcome of things for this week, which is why you cannot take any risks whatsoever this week, then this is you feeling good. This is the way that you need to go forward to bring things in, to bring in your harvest this week with things developing. So the way to go forward in the best way possible is to keep yourself busy this week. Do what you love doing. Keep your mind off problems as much as you can. Keep your mind active. Do other things that will stimulate your mind, and not concentrate on anything negative. Get involved in a project. Get involved in doing something that takes your mind off any sadness or any bad luck or anything negative that's going on in your life. A lot of you will feel like you want to step out on a new journey, you want to start something new, and you want to move forward, and you're getting enthusiastic about it, you're getting passionate about it, and you're wanting to do something new, you're wanting to start something new. But again, especially if it's to the detriment of anybody else, I would not take that risk and do that this week. But if you're having those feelings of wanting to break free, start something new, go forward, just hang fire to those feelings until next week, until we have been through the eclipse and everything, and we've started to feel the effects of that eclipse. It will give you a clearer idea of where you're going. So if you're feeling like that, take the opportunity, instead of taking any risks or anything like that, do it. Put that passion, put that excitement and into something that you want to do, into something that you love doing, which is drawing, painting, dancing, getting stuck into home decorating, getting stuck into having fun with your children, being positive about things. So it's the way to go forward with that is just to be enthusiastic. You will feel enthusiastic, some of you, about new things that can come through, and you want to embrace something new and break free of certain old chains that have been there. But have that feeling, because that Fool card is saying don't take a risk this week, just hang on to it and go into the following week with it. And if everything looks good the following week, take that chance then you can step off the edge, then you can step off into the unknown and start something new, because the eclipse is bound to flip feelings or thoughts or perceptions, either of you or those around you, 180 degrees this week. So it's don't do anything reckless, but do something that put that passion and that enthusiasm into something else, either into work or into the relationship or into a home-based thing, into your family. Have that imagination, have those creative visions that you want, but just hold off on actually starting them. If it's a change in relationship or a change in job that you're thinking of, just hold off until the following week. And I think that is going to be most of the signs' advice for this week, is just hold off if you can. And as I say, for some of you, you could have news coming through which is good news, which could turn around a situation. But if you go jumping recklessly off the end and doing something silly or making a rash decision on something, that's not going to happen. So you've got to be as balanced as you can this week, even if it is you that is feeling stabbed in the back because there's been an ending. Okay, so that's your reading for this week. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you get through the week. I will speak to you soon. Please like, share and subscribe. Namaste.